Since the weather's getting warmer now, people are starting to grill outside, and we've actually gotten a local food expert and chef. He's actually called...
With a twist, right?
Yeah, he's called the local food dude. So he's actually going to make us breakfast this morning out on the grill.
On the grill.
On the grill. So you'll have to stay tuned. I hear the claps from the, from the control
It's like
room.
everyone's getting hungry. We're in our second hour, about to start our third hour.
I know, but you know, at this hour we're always hungry for lunch, dinner, breakfast,
right.
whatever. Yeah, it'll be good, so definitely stay tuned.
Fantastic, and it's all locally grown stuff.
It is, which is really the
Nice
cool
little
part
twist,
about it. Yeah, keeping everything locally here in Connecticut.
Good
so
deal.
Very
Look
nice.
forward to it.
Yeah, thanks so much, Mark. Well, and when we come back, keeping your breakfast table strictly local, we're cooking up frittatas with all of the finest locally grown foods. That's when we come back. We are cooking up in the kitchen this morning. We have a great array of people here, and they are all concentrating on locally grown foods. Thank you guys so much for coming in this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you. All right, so we're going to start with Chef Emily over here. And Emily, tell us, good morning. What are you guys making up this morning?
We are going to make a breakfast frittata, which is a wonderful baked omelet type dish. You start it on the stove. It's like scrambled eggs without stirring it. Pop it in the oven for a few minutes. Bakes off. It's really easy. We're going to grill some wonderful bread from Bantam Bread with Niles.
Tell us about this. Niles Golovin is here, right? From Bantam Bread. Tell us about your company. It's all local.
Well, we're baking in Plainville in a 1918 brick oven. We're using organic flours, and we bake sourdoughs and yeasted breads.
Nice.
And we've brought a collection of them here today.
We see that. We're going to grill it up a little bit later, right?
We'll grill it up.
And of course, we have Chef Tim Cipriano, and he's the local food dude. We love that. So let's get started here. What are we doing first?
So first, Emily's just grating some cheese. We have some no-dines bacon cooking in the oven.
No-dines?
No-dines.
Okay, what's that?
Goshen. It's just this awesome smoked bacon from Goshen,
cool.
Connecticut.
Nice. All right, so we're grating up the cheese. We've got the eggs as well, and these are locally grown too.
The eggs are from the Harris Agri-Science Center at Bloomfield High School.
Great. Now, what do we do next? You guys are grating up the cheese. Do you want to step in here, Tim, and start cooking?
Niles is going to start cutting up the...
Yep, I'll move over here.
Cutting up the
veg.
veg.
He's cutting up the onions. What do we do next?
We're going to mix in some a little bit of milk into the...
And now, where can we get all of this locally grown stuff? I see we have, you know, Farmer's Cow, fresh Connecticut milk. Where can people get this?
The milk, any supermarket in Connecticut.
Okay.
The eggs, you know, we sell at the high school. There's also a number of farms that sell organic eggs in Connecticut.
And, you know, that's something that we want to mention, that you're over at which high school is it? You guys?
Bloomfield High School.
Bloomfield. You guys have a big agricultural program.
We do.
Yeah, we're going to have them in about a month. But this is great. We're making up a little bit of everything here. We got the cheese, we got the onions, we got the eggs. So you guys are going to start making this up for you. We're going to check back in with them in just a little bit. We'll be out. Thanks so much, Alicia. We have taken the chefs outside, and they are grilling up breakfast. We'll have a look at these spring frittatas made with all locally grown ingredients when we come back. We have taken the breakfast grilling outside. We're actually grilling up some bread to make our springtime frittatas. We're joined with all these great chefs here. And Niles Golovin, you have Bantam Bread. Tell us about all of this bread. You make it from scratch, right?
We make it from scratch, absolutely. This is a white country style bread, and it's got these big holes in it, and that's by intention. We want that to be that way. We have a sourdough bread, which is, we use only natural leavenings in it, and that has flax seeds and sunflower seeds. The bread in the front is a spelt bread, and that's a close relative to wheat, but that's a bread that some people who are wheat intolerant can eat.
Oh, wow.
And that's a sourdough bread as well. And then this is a semolina, which is 50% durum flour. That's the flour that's used to make good pasta. And the big loaf here was the signature loaf of the old Rogers Bakery in Plainville. They were making that loaf for many, many years. They wouldn't divulge the formula.
Of course not.
But I went online and I found one.
Nice.
And customers say they like it quite all right.
Well, there's a lot of history within these breads. And, you know, we haven't tried it, but our cameraman, Pat, he was gnawing on it. Did you like it, Pat? Yeah, okay. Now, I mean, we're talking about all locally grown foods. And, you know, Tim and Emily, I know you guys think that this is something that's really important. Tim, tell us why it is so important to keep it local.
Keeping it local is really important because it's conserving farmland, keeping... Emily?
It's early, it's okay.
Have some more coffee, Tim, okay?
But yeah, I mean, keeping it local, that's what we've been doing, right?
It's really important with supply and demand issues to make sure that our farmers get as much money as possible so they can continue producing more so that we can continue buying more. And if we don't support them, they're not going to be able to keep their jobs, and then we're going to lose them forever.
Yeah.
So,
well, we're definitely keeping it local this morning. Thanks for coming out here. We're going to bring it back inside because you guys are going to continue making this
we
frittata.
get to actually eat a little bit?
Yeah,
You
we're going to
bet.
eat a little bit.
Early, I guess. I was coming
know.
as a snack on something. I'll get some bread, I guess.
Well, snack
Don't worry,
on
yeah,
something.
snack on the bread,
Good,
snack on
good,
the bread.
Now we're going to the
Smelling
kitchen now.
good
This is the exciting
too.
part, yeah.
You guys have been making up the bread and the frittatas, but we want to take a look at the omelet as well. How do you make that? What's the secret?
it's so unbelievably easy. You take a little bit of butter, roll it in the bottom of your pan, and you want to pick a pan that can go in the oven, so no plastic handles.
Okay.
Here, and you can saute anything you like. We used some scallions, some shallots, things like that. You can add mushrooms,
That
anything.
looks so cool.
You add
Tim, let's move that over to the stove area if we can, just so we can get a maybe better shot of it.
in
That
a
looks really
separate
neat.
bowl. We're going to whisk our eggs and our milk, and you just throw it right on top and cook it on the stove for just a minute till the edge sets. Throw your cheese on top and bake it, and you'll see how it slides out of the pan perfectly.
It's almost like a
like a
quiche.
pie. Yes.
Yeah, or a pie. Well, that is so great. And you know, we have this recipe on our website. If you go to WFSB.com, you can go on Darren's blog. Even though he's not here, he still has the recipe up on his website. So this is fantastic. And you guys mentioned again, I mean, you talk about all the locally grown ingredients here as well and how important that is.
It's wonderful, and thank you to people like Niles who continue to get up and work so hard every day so we can have these wonderful treats in our backyard.
Yeah, Mark, you were liking the bread, huh?
Yeah, the bread was phenomenal. It was so tasty. I can't wait to try the different types. And you even said that the eggs, for instance, are from Bloomfield High School?
Correct.
So.
That's so great. So keeping everything very local in Connecticut and something very easy to make as well. And the
Simple.
bacon, too. What were you saying about the bacon, Tim?
that-
The bacon's from No Dines in Goshen.
No Dines in Goshen.
So
Is that a
some local
farm
pigs.
or is
No
it?
Dines Smokehouse.
No Dines Smokehouse. So it's all
Fantastic.
local. So you
It
just
is.
got to get out there and make sure your stuff is grown right here in Connecticut. Thank you guys so much for coming
Thanks for
in
having
this
us.
morning. We're going to chow
Yeah, it's
down.
time to try this. This is
Yeah,
the best part of the
exactly.
3 hours.
Well, enjoy your Sunday, and we will see you on Eyewitness News tonight at 11. Have a great one.
Okay.